Good morning, students. Welcome to my English class once again. Now, today in this video, I am going to start a very beautiful story from your MCB, that is chapter number 12, The Silver Lining, written by Chaman Nehal. Guys, Dr. Chaman Nehal, he was born in Sialkot in 1927, and he is an Indian English novelist. He won a Sahitya Academy Award in 1977 for his work Azadi. Guys, this story, The Silver Lining, it is about a disabled child. Pramodini was the name of that child, and the sad parents of that child. A guest who arrives at their guest house brings a ray of hope in the life of the child. Guys, the title of the lesson has been taken from the proverb every cloud has a silver lining, which means that one should never feel hopeless in any situation because difficult times always lead to better days. One should be optimistic. Okay, so let's see what the story is. Guys, in this story, the author narrates his experiences during his stay at a private guest house in one of the hill resorts which one of his friends had recommended. This resort covered all the facilities that generally lacked in advertisements, and it was a silent resort. The hostess was Mrs. Bhandari from South, and she was married to a North Indian man. They had a daughter, Pramodini. She was about 8 years old. She was the center of attraction to the author. On arriving at the resort, he was welcomed by the warm and friendly affection of Mrs. Bhandari. Pramodini remained aloof and a bit timid. Unaware of the child's disability, the author beckoned the child to him, at which she shook her head and dashed out of the room. That situation brought a painful look on the faces of the Bhandaris. The daughter's physically handicapped condition was explained to the author. Apparently, the parents faced such awkward moments every time when a guest arrived and the child totally aghast while the situation was being explained. Her only means of communication was the gesture made with her hands. Now, the author suggests the parents to inform every new guest in a typed letter sealed in an envelope. The letter was a brief note on the child's handicapped situation and had a request that the visitor should refrain from approaching Pramodini and asking her any questions. Now, here Chamanlal relates the incident when on one day there arrived a strange visitor, Mr. David. He was barely 25 and had an unkempt appearance. After reading the note in the sealed envelope about Pramodini, he had rushed out into the courtyard and darted out towards her. Mr. David's sudden impulse had shocked the parents, who thought that he was being rude. That moment of curiosity in the air was broken by the sound of a gun exploding, shrill laughter. It was a wonder and amazement for the Bhandaris. David was a youth who too was deaf and dumb, but sent abroad to an institute where he had learned the skill of communication and had returned to India to open a school for the handicapped children. He was eager to make Pramodini his first student and disclosing this truth to the Bhandaris thrilled her parents. Their joy knew no bounds and they were filled with gratitude toward Mr. David. So, guys, this story ends with the description of Mrs. Bhandari as the happiest woman in the world and her laugh expressed as a carefree girl. So, guys, this is the summary of this chapter, and I hope that it is clear to you.